Let's go ahead and meet our customer success and sales team. I encourage everyone to go ahead and take a screenshot of this page so that you have the contact information for your regional sales and or success team representative for your area. We have Ben DePauli, Shannon Lee, myself, Stephanie Irwin, Sarah Whedon, Cassie Pat, David Stone, and Peyton Horton. We're all here for you and ready to help if you need it. Now that you've met our customer success and sales team, let's go ahead and talk a bit about who we are and what our mission is. The High School Esports League is the largest and longest operating competitive gaming organization serving high school students and educators with over 3,400 partner schools across the US, Australia, and Canada with over 110,000 students. Our mission is to make esports available to every student as a legitimate varsity level sport in high schools across the nation. We achieve this by making it easy for faculty to offer students an opportunity to engage in healthy esports competition surrounded by their peers and supervised by teachers. Through organized esports competition, students will tie their commitment to gaming to their success in academics and future careers. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the dates for the HSEL Spring Major 2021. Your students will be competing in 8 action-packed weeks of regular season gameplay, followed by 2 weeks of playoffs and finals. If you register by February 28th, you can also enjoy a week of preseason play too. The dates for preseason are March 1st through March 7th. The regular season is March 8th through May 2nd. Playoffs are May 8th through May 16th. The championships are May 17th through May 23rd. Your students will have 11 games to choose from. Competing in Rocket League and Fortnite is free, and there's $30,000 in scholarships that will be offered, and all of the students will be competing against high school teams nationwide. Now that we've taken a look at the dates for the spring major, let's go ahead and take a look at the available games that we'll be offering in this tournament. If you want a record of the ratings and the cost, please go ahead and take a screenshot of this slide. We have Rocket League, Call of Duty, Cold War, NBA 2K21, chess, Minecraft, Overwatch, Super Smash Bros., Valorant, Hearthstone, Fortnite, CSGO, and Rainbow Six. I do want to mention that as of February 22nd, Epic, the publisher, has a bug that is currently impacting our ability to hold Fortnite competitions, and we will be providing updates as soon as we have additional information on that. Now that you know the games that we're offering, let's go ahead and take a look at the scholarships and pricing that your students will receive. First place will receive up to $1,000 in scholarship prize money per student, a team trophy, and an HSEL swag. Second and third place will receive a team trophy, HSEL swag. And of course, let's not forget about bragging rights. So prizing and scholarships are given to the top 3 winners, but the rest of the participants will also get a chance to receive additional prizing as well from our Quest prizing. Our Quest prizing offers ways for students to win prizes without having to make it all the way to the playoffs. By offering the sponsored quests that allow students to win extra prizes just by participating, we provide many incentives for the students to keep playing. These Quest prizes provide even more engagement opportunities for students and their peers. The Spring Major 2021 quests that we are offering are Zaxby's Fastest Fingers Quest. If you win your match during any regular season game, you'll be entered into a weekly drawing to win a $25 Zaxby's gift card. With an 8-week season, there will be 8 chances to win if you can win your match every week. Another quest that we have is the ASUS Honor Roll quest. If you maintain perfect attendance during the season, that means 100% match attendance, and you have no disputes or tickets against you regarding behavior, you'll be entered to win a super secret ASUS ROG Tough Prize. And our last quest is the National Guard quest. If you win at least 3 games throughout the season, you'll be entered to win a loot crate filled with swag sent to your school. So in order to play in the tournament, you will need to purchase passes for your students, unless your students are playing Rocket League and Fortnite, which are free. Please note, though, that game licenses are not included in the passes. You'll need to purchase the game licenses. So our first pass that we're offering is the Tournament Pass. This pass is $40 per participant. It's valid for one major tournament. Your student can compete in 12 plus games for up to $30,000 in scholarships, qualify for Quest participation prizes, also qualify for funding grants. They'll receive a free loot crate, which is up to a $200 value, and have free scrimmage opportunities as well. Our other pass that we're also offering is the annual pass. This pass is $89 per participant. With the annual pass, you're going to be receiving the same perks as the tournament pass, but you'll also be able to participate in all 4 tournaments and competing for $15,000 to $30,000 in scholarships per tournament. And these passes are also transferable. We've talked about purchasing for your individual students, but we also have school-wide pricing as well. So if you don't want to worry about team expansion and you want access to every tournament that we offer for every student at your school, I would recommend the unlimited school pass pricing. This is by far our best value for the cost as well as the perks. The unlimited school pass pricing is tiered based on your school enrollment. We have a 1-year or 3-year purchase option starting at $1,800 a year. You're also going to receive multiple perks with the unlimited school pass pricing as well. You'll receive and get unlimited annual student passes. Your student will be able to participate, all of your students, no limitations on how many, will be able to participate in all 4 tournaments, fall, winter, spring, and summer. You will receive free digital swag store by Skulls, which is up to a $200 value. You'll receive 20% off custom jersey by Skulls. You'll receive the Esports Education Network coaching certification with professional development credit, which is up to a $200 value. Your school will also receive $100 off the 1HP wellness curriculum. You'll qualify for Fund My Team, Play Now, Pay Never fundraising, along with the funding grants. And your students will be able to compete in 12 or more games for up to $15,000 to $30,000 in scholarships. They'll qualify for Quest participation prizes. You'll receive a free loot crate for up to a $200 value, have free scrimmage opportunities for all your students, and these passes are also transferable. We have funding resources available to help fund your esports team. We partner with the Varsity Esports Foundation, and you'll be eligible to receive league fee discounts if you're Title I, or if you offer free and/or reduced lunch, or serve in low-income areas. We also have a partnership with Fund My Team. If you're looking to buy individual passes, both tournament or annual passes, you can reach out to Fund My Team for the Play Now, Pay Never, and they will go ahead and reach out to local donors and sponsors and give you a hands-off fundraising campaign. All right, now that we're done talking about funding, let's go ahead and talk about another perk of our platform, our scrimmage system. We know that coordinating and scheduling practice matches for your team can be a true hassle, so we've decided to offer scrim matches for the spring major. Scrimmages act as a mock battle and allows for students to practice with other players around the country before the big match. So here's what you would need to know about the scrimmage matches. Scrims are 100% free to all tournament participants. They do not affect the overall standing. Scrims follow the same rules as regular season matches. All teams who are registered for the regular tournament are also registered for optional scrimmages. Students can participate as many times as needed throughout the regular season. They'll get extra practice to develop the edge to claim victory. HSEL uses a queue system to set up matches during all of our tournaments. We'll be showing this later on in more detail in our live demo that Sarah is going to be doing. The queue is fantastic because it prevents forfeits and increases participation, and it allows you to queue up at an available time that works best for your rosters. Multiple days and queue times are offered each week, and you'll always be paired up with students that are ready to play, and they'll also match the players that are at the similar skill level as your players. All right, Sarah, I'm going to pass it over to you to do the demo of the HSEL platform. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. We're about to go into our HSEL demo, so we're going to switch to the demo page for that. Give us a sec while we get our stuff swapped over real quick, and then we'll get rocking and rolling with the demo. Hope everyone's having a great day today, and I hope this webinar is informative for y'all. So we are here on the login landing page for HSEL. This is essentially what you'll see whenever you initially go to log in. You can also create an account here, but for our purposes today, we already have an account ready to go. Once you log in, you'll be able to see your dashboard, which we'll actually get back to here in a few. But to start with, we are just going to be looking at the basic overview of teams and how you can invite people at the beginning of this. So initially with your teams, you'll have the option to create a team, but when you initially log in, you'll have a team automatically created for your school, and one of our success associates will approve it and reach out to you. So once you have set up your account and your team has been approved, you will go ahead and go to your team page, and from there you'll be able to edit your team if you need to. So you can always click this button, change any options you might have, and then hit save when you're done. And you can access adding members, your battle pass inventory, and your rosters from here. So from here, you can go ahead and head to your members screen and invite your students to your team. When you hit add member, this screen is what will come up for you. You have a couple of different ways to invite members. You can hit the plus button here and invite by as many individual email addresses as you want, or you can copy the invite link and send it out as a mass email to all your students, or post it in your Discord as a link they can follow at will. From there, you can set up your rosters, and your students will need to add game connections in order to be added to those. So game connections can be added by clicking the Connect Games button over on the left side of the screen. And then from there, they'll click the Add Game Connection button. They will select the game that they want to play. So we'll just say that we want to play Fortnite. And then they go ahead and type in their username, and then they hit save. And that adds their Fortnite connection to the game. From there, we will go over the creation and use of rosters. So we'll head back over to our default team screen and take a look at our rosters page. So this is where you'll add your students to rosters once you have added them and they have added their game connections. So to create a new roster, you simply hit create new. You name your roster, you choose whatever game you want it to be for. So in this case, we're going to choose Hearthstone for the demo purposes, and we'll go ahead and add members. Now your members won't show up here unless they have the connection to the game. So you will want to make sure that they connect their games before they start attempting to join tournaments and you start making rosters. So we'll go ahead and create our roster here and add our members. And from here, we can go ahead and go to our Battle Pass inventory. And we're not going to save this because we don't need that roster here. And in our Battle Pass inventory, we show that we have 5 out of 5 passes. But if we don't have passes yet, we can go to the Buy Now button to purchase passes, click on the pass you want to purchase, whether it be annual or one-time purchase. And from there, you'll be able to see the screen to purchase passes by using a credit card and selecting how many you want here and who's purchasing it, or having an invoice generated by one of our success associates through this link here. So now we're going to go ahead and go back to the Battle Pass inventory under our roster page. And from here, we can go ahead and assign these passes to our players. So for our purpose, we're going to assign them to user 1, user 2, and user 3. And from there, we will go ahead and head over to our team page once again. And through here, we are able to view our rosters. And we do have this roster here, which is not currently registered for a tournament. So in order to register for a tournament, you'll want to take this roster over to our tournaments page or to the communities page to view competitions just for your community. The community page is the easier way to find competitions that are only for your community, since they will not show any for other communities. And if this is a little bit too much or too much information here for you, you can always scroll down to the specific game that you wish to compete in. In our case, that's going to be the Hearthstone. So we're going to click on this free 2v2 Hearthstone tournament. And from there, we'll click register now. Now our roster does not seem to have the battle passes in order to register. So we're going to double check our roster and see if the battle passes are assigned. It looks like our demo environment here may be having a little bit of a hiccup with showing the roster properly or the passes properly. So unfortunately, it looks like we might have to jump over the tournament registration, but you at least see where to register for tournaments. Now, once you have registered for a tournament, you'll head to the dashboard and you'll see your scheduled games for the day. Currently, what we have is Team 1, Roster 1 registered for Hearthstone right here, and this is the current tournament that they'll be participating in. Normally, you will click Join Party here, but again, for our demo purposes, it seems to be grayed out at the moment. So you will simply join the party and it'll activate the queue once you have the ability to join or your students have the ability to join. As far as future playtimes go, you'll be able to see those on your dashboard as well once you scroll down a little bit, along with your match history. So any future events that you may be participating in, such as Hearthstone tournaments on the 25th and 26th, so today and tomorrow, will show down here. And then match history will just show right here. You'll be able to see any matches that have been played before. Obviously, our account here hasn't played any matches, so we don't have anything, but yours will. Now, as far as team invitations go, once you send those, you will be able to view your pending team invitations over here on the member screen. We don't have any that have been sent out, but once you do send some out, they'll show under here. And then once again, to view the battle passes and reassign them, you'll see them over here. And that pretty much covers our platform demo for today. So if anyone has other questions or anything like that, we'll be heading into Q&A next.
Answering questions live now. Sophia, you're asking about if you need to register for tournaments every week. Once you register for the tournament, which is like the spring major, it's an 8-week long tournament, so you're registered for the entire thing. Let's see, are specific consoles required? Yeah, so it depends on the game. Some are going to be console specific, some are going to be cross-play, meaning that all the consoles or platforms are used. So yeah, if you're playing Smash, it's obviously Switch only. We have separate tournaments for Madden. There's a PS4 and an Xbox version. So it really just depends. And some are also PC only. The anonymous attendee, I'm not really following your question. How can they participate in the specific games, the league tournament? Can you elaborate for me? And Carrie, regarding your question, I'll have to find out for you. I'll email you after this. Laura, we are not offering Apex currently. So currently, I don't know if we have any screenshots. I was hoping to have one by this webinar, but we do not have them currently. But I'm looking into it. But simply, once you've the queue has popped, a new page appears. It just has your reporting scores section. It has your match chat if you want to use that, and then it has your user information regarding your opponent's screen names. If you have 6 students who want to play Rocket League, that would mean you would have 2 different rosters with 3 players each. Haley. Mark, regarding Macs, they are not the greatest of gaming machines, but you can find our minimum requirements list on the website and give that to your IT team to find out if you can actually participate with the games you want to play in. Sophia, regarding your question, Rocket League and COD are cross-platform. So let's take Rocket League, for example. That's a 3-person team. That means that you could have 1 person on PlayStation, 1 on Xbox, and 1 on PC, and they would still all play on the same team. Corey, regarding your question, if you have more players than what the tournament is set for, so you can have more than 1 roster for the same game, or you can have substitutes as well. Pamela, 1v1 means that there's 1 person versus 1 person. So some of the games are solo, which is what that would be. Some are 3 players versus 3 players. Some are 5, some are 6, and some are 4. Just depends on the title. Molly, the things you would need to compete are the league passes for us, and then if you're playing on consoles, you would need the console. That would come with the headset and controller. You would need the game, and then you would need an online pass as well. Jonathan, every game has multiple days and times that you can play your match. The game lineup, Brandon, is not changed very often. It really depends on past signups or registration. If it's healthy, it keeps moving. If the registration from past tournaments is not so healthy, we look into replacing it or just taking off the platform. But we're always looking for new games to bring on the platform. Age requirement for high school is technically 13 or above. Haley, there's a help button at the top of the website. You can look there. That's where all of our guides and rule books and things of that nature exist. Corey, you don't have to mark subs. You simply have, let's take Rocket League, for example. It's a 3-person team. If you add a 4th member, you just have to have 3 people per week join the queue together. So that would really mean you would need to coordinate who's going to be a sub for that week and who's going to be a player for that week. Jonathan, once per week, 1 match per week, but like take Rocket League, for example, that's best out of 7. So they're playing 7 games that are 5 minutes apiece, but every game is different. I usually say a lot, maybe an hour to an hour and a half worth of game time. Nicholas, spectator mode is not allowed. specifically. They can stream point of view only. John Galvin, you can have extra members or substitutes on a specific roster, and then you can choose who plays each week if need be. But if you have 5 spots for Rocket League and it only takes 3 people to play, I would just really try hard to look for a 6th student. That way everyone can play every week. Call of Duty is 4v4, and then we also have the 2v2 gunfight mode for spring. Pamela, yes, you can revoke and assign passes whenever you'd like to. Sarah, no spectating is allowed, unless obviously they're in person, but you can't stream and watch in spectator mode. Carrie, you play 1 match per week, but like I previously stated, a match is going to be more than 1 game. Pamela, if you're 6 through 12, that would mean that you could have a middle school team that would be the 6th through 8th kids, and then you could also have a high school team, but the 13-year-olds would also be allowed to play in the high school league as well. Laura, regarding the passes, once a student has a pass to the tournament, that makes him eligible or her eligible to play in any title during that tournament. It's not pay per game, it's pay per tournament, and the tournament encompasses all of the titles. Students can play from home or from school. Hey, Pamela, that question's a little bit long-winded regarding streaming. That's something that I would just Google on your own time. Laura, regarding the different titles cost different amounts. So the cost of the title is part of your hardware or software purchases. It does not reflect upon the price you pay to enter the tournament itself. Brandon, you can stream matches from point of view only. Corey, yes, when I say 1 match per week, it encompasses more than 1 game. So like I said earlier, Rocket League is best out of 7, so they will be playing 7 games for their 1 match. But they choose what day and time they're from what's available for their game to play. Nicholas, only the overall match win matters. Luke, technically 2v2 and 4v4 card are different tournaments, so they can participate in both if they'd like to. Haley, yes, as long as they're 13, they can play. Tracy, I'm not following your question regarding the season pass. You can pay per tournament, you can pay per year, or you can go unlimited. What type of video presentation are you looking for exactly for your students? Oscar, I believe it's just High School Esports League on YouTube. Pamela, the registration for tournaments is live until the end of the tournament. So if you're referencing winter specifically, it's because playoffs have not yet finished. Sophia, I'm not aware of what the time and day schedule is for scrimmages just yet, but they will be posted before the start of the tournament. Yes, if you have 1v1 rosters, you could put all of your players on one roster, but it really depends on what game they're playing. So take, for example, Smash Brothers. That's Nintendo only. Every Smash player could be on one roster. But if you take NBA, for example, that's on PS4 and Xbox. So they're separate tournaments. So you would have all your NBA players that are playing on PS4 on one roster, and you would have all your NBA players that are playing on Xbox on one roster. Haley, technically we allow late registration through the entire tournament. So if you missed, like, say, the first 3 weeks of spring, you could still enroll if you'd like. We do have a makeup system where you can make up 2 weeks worth of matches if need be. Carrie, I can talk to you about that later. You should have had any issues putting all your Fortnite players on one roster. I'm not sure what issues you were having exactly. Yes, there are documents online regarding the queue system itself, or you could simply show them the webinar that we just did with the live demo walkthrough. I do advise getting registered early if you can. That way you can participate in the first week of the preseason. Kind of get your hands dirty with that. Luke, in physical form, yes. Regarding streaming, as long as they're streaming point of view and you are in some type of match chat or Discord channel with them, then you can do that, yes. Molly, the pass does start when you purchase it. So if you purchase it before spring, and it's an annual, then you'll get it for spring, summer, fall, and winter. It does not follow a calendar year, and it does not follow the school year. It starts when you purchase. Yes, a student can stream from point of view.
All right, it looks like we wrapped up all of our questions. I want to thank everyone for attending today's webinar. We look forward to seeing all of your students competing in the spring major. If you do need to reach out to us for any reason, you can go ahead and book a call with us using the link on this page, or you can go ahead and reach out directly to your success agent or account executive in your region as well. We've included their email information on this page as well, so if you'd like to take a screenshot before you go, please do that. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Carrie, please email me at ben@highschoolesportsleague.com. Corey, once you register for a tournament, you can pick from whatever is available. So say Rocket League hypothetically is available on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 and 8 p.m. Eastern. You pick one day and one time to queue up to play your match. And that can change week over week. You don't schedule with anyone. You don't have to tell anyone. You simply just queue up at that specific moment to get your opponent. Thank you, everyone. We're going to go ahead and end this webinar. If you guys need anything, please, like she said earlier, please take a screenshot of that, and you guys can connect with us whenever you like. You can also go to the website and click the schedule one-on-one call button, and that'll allow you to select what region you're in, and then you can get in contact with your proper agent. Thank you.